Now we'll take a look at the practice questions for circumference and area of a circle. The first question says, what is the area of the circle centered at the origin in the given graph? And it tells us to use 3.14 for pi. So we are going to plug that value in. So we'll look at our graph to give us some information. And we also need to know that the area of a circle is equal to pi r squared. So we need to know what r is. That's our radius. When we're looking at a circle, from the center to the circle's edge, when we draw that, that gives us our radius. So we can use our radius here. From 0 to negative 15, 0 to 15, whatever one we want to use, we can tell from this the radius is 15 units. So we can plug that into our formula. We're going to use 3.14 for pi, radius being 15, and we square that 15 from the formula. And when we plug that into our calculator, 15 squared is 225 times 3.14, we get a value of 706.5 for our area. And that is answer choice D. Let's take a look at number 2. What is the area of the shaded region of the circle with a diameter of 20 units? So our diameter from one edge to the other is 20. And we're only looking at this shaded region. This looks like a half of the circle, or in other words, a semicircle. And remember that the area of a circle, like we just said, is pi r squared, but we're only going to find, in this case, 1/2 of that because we're only doing the shaded region. Now remember, radius is equal to 1/2 of the diameter, and we're given the diameter to be 20, so it's going to be 1/2 of 20, or 10. So we can plug that into our calculation here. And also, if you'll notice, when we look at our answer choices, pi is in each of the answer choices. So we're not going to have to plug anything in for pi. We're going to just keep pi in there. We said our radius was 10. So we'll have 10 squared. So that turns out to be 1/2 pi times 100. And that is just 50 pi, which is answer choice H. Let's take a look at number 3. Which of the following expresses the number of meters a contestant must travel in a four-lap race where the course is a circle of radius r meters? So if we just draw a rough sketch of a circle, we're going to have a center and our radius of r units, and we're going to go around the circle 4 times, okay? So when we're talking about going around a circle, that is circumference. And our formula for that is C equals pi d, or 2 pi r. And since we are given a reference to a radius r, let's just use that. So we're going to use the one 2 pi capital R. Now we're wanting to know how many meters this represents. Well, the thing is, this is just going around one time, okay? But we're going around 4 times. So to get our value, we want to multiply 4 times 2 pi r, and that turns into 8 pi r. So that will be how many meters a runner would go, and that's answer choice D. Taking a look at question number 4, the circumference of a circle is 30 centimeters. What is the length in centimeters of the radius of the circle? So they give us the circumference, and now we need to find the radius. So remind ourselves, C is equal to 2 pi r. And if we want to glance, some of our answer choices make use of pi, so I'm going to keep pi in there as is right now. I'm going to substitute in, I have a circumference of 30. So 30 is equal to 2 pi r, and I want to solve for r. So I'm going to divide through by 2 pi. So r equals 30 over 2 pi. And when I simplify that, it turns out to be 15 over pi, which is answer choice G, 15 over pi.